Welcome back to the West Seattle Bowl Pro Shop YouTube channel. I'm Echo, and today this edition is called Echo Throws Motiv. If you notice, most of our ball review videos are either Brunswick or Storm brands, but today I'm gonna give Motiv a shot. So I'm gonna be throwing the new Hyper Venom. It's the bright pink ball by Motiv. It uses new propulsion technology in its cover and has the tried and true gear core that you see in the Venom Shock. Arguably one of the best balls around. So I'm gonna put my hair up, I'm gonna put my trusty wrist brace on, and we're gonna see what it does. All right, so I throw 14 pounds. If you are interested in the numbers on this ball, you can find them right here. The layout on this ball is 60 by 4.5 by 40. We'll see what it can do on the lanes. We tugged that. Oh, that almost fell. That was an ugly ball. Ooh, I like that ball. That was a pretty shot. So right now I'm throwing on our house shot, but it should be noted that just before this, I was throwing some monster balls. So there's a good chance that the lane's burned in a little bit more than kind of our standard house shot would be. But I do really like the way this ball rolls. Not what I expected. Getting closer. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna throw my Zen, which has kind of been one of my go-to kind of benchmark balls, but I think it's reaching kind of the end of its life, and I'm hoping that, or there's a chance that this ball could maybe be a replacement for that. This does seem to move on the lane a little bit earlier than my Zen. Okay. Not gonna complain. Okay, maybe I'm gonna complain. So I think that that's the best shot I've thrown so far. So I'm gonna move my feet to right, move one with my eyes, and see if I can actually get a strike in my own pocket. So I didn't hate where I put that ball. So I'm gonna move maybe just one board back to my left, but keep my same mark. Oh, I found it. It's always a good sign when I can take a ball that's new that I haven't thrown a whole lot and kind of fine tune it that way, where I can look at the movement and go, okay, I think that's just a one board move. It's always a good sign for me. Throw one more strike, and then I'm gonna see if I can move around on the lane a little bit. I don't know that this ball will necessarily be a ball that's super versatile for me, but dependable if I can find a line, which for lefties is important because our line isn't gonna move a whole lot, especially not if I'm the only person playing on a pair. Ooh, way outside. But it came back. I like that. All right, let's move around a little bit. All right, I'm gonna start moving right. I don't think that's gonna come back, but it did. That was a shocking recovery. Nothing like a good pun. Fell out of that a little bit. This ball is gonna make me eat my words, apparently. All right, I'm gonna move a little bit further to my right. We're getting into an area that I very, very rarely play. That seems a bit more predictable, or a little bit more what I expected. I'm gonna throw one more from there, see if I can keep it a little tighter. I mean, that was almost dead straight. All right, so now I'll move left. Go back to my starting point first. Man, that looks pretty good. All right, moving left. I don't know that I have the ball speed to pipe this ball up the outside. We're gonna try it a couple more times, but the fact that it did have the versatility to move right a bit makes me happy. All right, just for a little bit of comparison, I'm gonna throw my Zen. She has been thrown a lot. She's one of the first balls that I got since I had my fit change. So I think that she's on the downward side of her bowling ball life. Let's take a look for a comparison. Of course, as soon as I start talking trash about her, she's gonna carry. I most certainly cannot drop her in the dirt. That was better. Interestingly enough, that shot was not all that different than the Hyper Venom on the same line. Didn't hate that ball. So comparing the two, I'm seeing a lot more movement on the lane with the Hyper Venom than the Zen, which could potentially be attributed to the fact that it's a new ball. I'm gonna switch back to the Hyper Venom just for a couple of shots before I close. Way outside. Let's see if I can hit my mark. There we go. Not a very nice leave though. Ooh, I like that ball. Get it. Nice. All right, so thoughts on the Hyper Venom. I don't have any other Motiv ball to compare it to because this is the first time I've ever thrown Motiv. However, I can say that there were some things about this ball that I really loved. I loved that it was predictable enough that in my first few shots with it, I could fine tune my throw, and that was really great. Could it be a replacement for my Zen? Possibly. I definitely think that it will make its way into my bag. There are not a whole lot of balls that I throw that I'm like, yes, this belongs to me. I think that the Hyper Venom might belong to me. So if you think that you also might want a Hyper Venom, if this looks like you, think about putting it in your bag. Until next time, it's Echo. I'll see you later.